Listen, I don't want to get too raw. Oh, because you got jobs, but I get it. I was going to ask you. Well, I'm not going to ask you that. Actually, I'm going to ask you, but cut it out. Cut this out. Go. Because I know there's certain like diasporas of Latin Americans that don't like other Spanish people. So like, for example, like, say I was Colombian, I'd be like, I never want my daughter to marry a Honduran nigga. Fuck that nigga. Like, is that prevalent for you? Do you still carry that with you? Is there you don't have to name it if there's any, but do you still kind of feel that bias a little bit? Like,
we never had that. You know, we're like C-list Hispanics.
Wait. What are the tiers? What are the tiers?
So, well, I just mean like one, if we're going by popularity and population.
Okay.
Guatemala and El Salvador are tiny countries compared to like the others. So like C-list. Nobody
knows about you niggas.
People know Colombians. People know fucking Mexicans.
Yeah.
You say Guatemalans, some people might know, some people might not. Everybody knows this too at first. I mentioned, you know? So it's like,
so those are the popular.
We're starting to get more like down the list. So we can't, if you're on the bottom of the list, you can't really hate.
You can't choose. You can't choose. So it's probably going to be one of them.
Unless they're Honduran. and then for some reason, everybody hates on Hondurans. You know,
that's, I can agree with that.
So, but it's like, luckily we weren't raised with that. We were just raised with like, it doesn't matter, you know. So that's funny because that we've never had to deal with. As I get older and I'm meeting more Hispanic people, it's happening. It's like really prevalent. We're like, yo, this isn't the same. But I have this one client. He's a personal trainer. He trains this like older Russian guy. Yeah. And he's like straight off the boat type Russian.
Okay, yeah. World War II, Soviet Union.
Yeah, and he's like talking to us, and he every single time I walk in, every single time. The first time we met, he asked me where my family was from. I said Guatemala and Salvadorian. Every single time since I walk in, he finds somebody new in the room and goes, yo, you can't trust this guy. These Guatemalans. He's like, they're not trustworthy. These Guatemalans ain't shit. Like,
nigga, that's funny.
Every single time.
That is funny.
And then like my client goes, I'm going to blur out the name just because I feel like it doesn't hit the same.
100%.
Every single time he goes, you can't say that.
Even his name is Russian.
He goes, you can't say that. And he goes, but it's true. These Guatemalans, they'll spit on you. They'll betray you real quick.
Wait, what kind of Guatemalan is
this? He's like, and then he goes, they bring drugs into your country and then fuck you up and then leave. And I'm like,
yo, Guatemalans doing some serious work.
You sure you don't think about Mexicans? Yo, what are we talking about? But
I had another question.
Well,
so as I think, I guess you consider, are you a first or second generation Hispanic?
I'm technically a first generation.
Do you feel like a disconnect from being in actual Guatemala? Because I know, for example, Mexicans view Mexicans in America as Chicanos or something. They're like, they're not real Mexican. Even though they like Mexicans out here ride hard with the Mexican culture, the Mexicans back at home be like, nah, we don't bug them niggas. Like, do you feel that for where you come from? Like, do they dismiss you because you're American?
Back to what we were saying before. That only happens if you're like A-list Hispanic. Okay. You know, like, because they take pride in their countries. They go, you know, we're the shit, blah, blah, blah. Them C-list countries, they go, yeah, you are. You're one of us. You made it to America.
Okay, you know? Okay.
So we're representing them in a greater way. So bam, we're them. Okay. But personally, I do feel that detachment. Like I don't feel like I'm like when I go, I don't feel Guatemalan. I don't feel Salvadorian.
You feel American.
I feel American. You know, and I tell everybody. I will always say I'm American. You know, as much as I am Guatemalan, Salvadorian. I'm attached to that culture, but I'm not as attached to it, and I don't know as much as compared to like just being American. You know, like red, white, and blue run through these fucking veins. You know, so and then like even if it's down to like the accent, I don't have the accent. You know, I don't have like the Salvadorian accent. I don't have like Guatemalans don't really have an accent, but it's like I don't have that. When they use certain slang, I don't know the slang. You know, I'm so disconnected that it's like at times, you know, it's easy to want to be a part of that culture. It's easy to want to like represent it and be like that. But at the same time, I'd be lying to you if I told you like I feel 100% like that culture, you know? I have a Colombian friend. She says that every time she goes to Colombian, they go, this American over here.
This gringo.
And when I talk to her, she has a heavy Colombian accent. But
out there,
that's an American Colombian accent. Okay. Meanwhile, like I was telling her too. I was like, I go to Colombian restaurants and you can hear the difference between an American Colombian accent and a Colombian Colombian accent. So it's like I get it, But like, yeah, I don't know. I've never been attached to it like that. Meanwhile, I know people that are. I know Mexicans that
where
are
they're like, yo, I'm Mexican, nigga.
Yeah. Say fucking 5 words in Spanish.
Yeah. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah. But you can't take that away from them. They're heavy Mexican, whatever. Okay. Or like, I know Colombians that like ride to death for Colombia. And it's like they're attached to that culture. They they claim it to be theirs. Sure.
But you personally, you just
I think also because of where I'm from. El Salvador was in turmoil. El Salvador had a civil war up to like when my mom was like 13.
You know what's funny? I never even heard. You're right. I think it is a C list.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think I've ever heard any like.
Well, it's also because America came in, fucked them up.
We did the freedom thing.
Yeah, they freed us. Thank you. You freed us. And then the gangs took over and everything happened. And that's why Bukele had to come in.
Oh, that was free everybody. Yep. Okay, where
so now they're starting to gain clout. They're moving up in the tier list.
Okay.
But it's like up until then, gangs took over and stuff. So it's like you couldn't even like there is no pride in that. There is no pride in the slums when your whole country is a slum. Like my aunt tells me like they couldn't even she would be chilling at home cooking for her husband and then the gang pulls up and they're like literally gang, not like and they go, yo, make us some food right now. So now out of nowhere, all that food that's going to her husband is going to this gang and she's feeding this gang out of fear for them killing them if they don't,
That's horrible.
So it's like these people were like pieces of shit running this country. And now it's like we're prideful because Bukele came in and cleaned it up and we're the number 1 safest country on this side of the world.
Quickly, how do you feel about the whole Bukele situation? Like him basically being like, nah, no Edgar cuts. We be sweeping this bitch up. Like, everybody's getting locked up.
To me, it was like, I always said this, who gives a fuck about my opinion, Because like to me, I was a little bit like, yo, it is a little inhumane to be putting these people like the way they're doing it. And then I went and my cousins, my aunts, everybody's like, I can walk now. I can leave my house now. Like before you couldn't leave your house. When we would go visit, there were like I remember one night specifically so vividly that it's like we were trying to sleep at a hotel, but we couldn't sleep because it was just gunshots every couple minutes. And so it's like now you can walk around at nighttime. The streets are filled with people at nighttime because they're safe. They feel like you can finally like
the pressure and the aura of the gangs.
Yeah, because it's like now also like you do even a little bit of crime, you're locked up for the rest of your life.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And it's also like these weren't regular criminals. These were people that like Satanists, like literally beheading people, saying that they're doing it in the name of Satan. Like it's like you see people, they have skull tattoos on their face. And they would like worship the devil. Yeah. Like, these aren't like regular gangs.
So these were like straight up super gang bangers.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's like we went from the number 1 most dangerous country in the world to the number 1 safest.
Overall, it could have been. There might be a couple. Maybe we got to work on it now. But it was necessary for the context of 100%.
That. Yeah. So it's like who cares about my opinion of like how inhumane this might be when everybody I know that lives there is celebrating this and is so happy.
Okay, I have one more question.
You're good.
So about. I know you're 2 different sides of Spanish.
Yeah.
Does that ever clash at all whatsoever?
No, because they're neighbors.
They're neighbors. Okay.
Yeah, they're neighboring countries. So a lot of like the same stuff happens. Occasionally, like there'll be like, there's food discrepancies or like certain slang that some people might use that some people don't use. It's like there's like a slang that they call bicho, where it's like to Salvadorians, that means like a boy.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it's like, oh, look at that bicho over there. That's a boy. Look at that bicha over there. Yeah. That's a girl.
Okay.
Bicho in every other Latin country is dick.
Oh, dick.
Yeah, so it's like when you're in Spanish, gotta say, oh, that bicho over there. They go, whoa, what the fuck are you talking about?
They're like, wait a minute, nigga.
Like literally the genitalia. Like it's not like the word. Yeah. So then it's like that was inappropriate to say in Spanish class.
Okay.
I learned that the hard way. Oh. So it's like, yeah, the good thing is
you're like, all these bichos.
Yeah. No, we're neighboring countries. So it's like we don't really, there's like little things that like clash, but for the most part, it's not. Me and my girl, there's a big difference there.
Oh, what is your girl?
Peruvian.
So she's
born
fully
in
Peruvian.
Peru. Yeah. Born in Peru.
And you're Salvadorian.
Came at a young age. Yep.
So where do you feel that?
Everything. Slang, food, like everything. Every little thing that you can nitpick, there's a difference.
There's a difference.
Like there's certain...